Okay. So let's take the next question then. Regarding the boundary of the laparoscopic anatomy of the inguinal hernia, which of the following is a statement? Uh, Which of the following is a false statement? I'm sorry. So the option A is medial boundary of the triangle of doom, that is the vas deferens. Option B, lateral boundary of the triangle of pain, is iliopubic tract. Option C, myopectineal orifice is bounded by the internal oblique and the transversus abdominis superiorly. Option D, myopectineal orifice is bounded by the iliopubic tract inferiorly. Okay. Let's try to understand the basic anatomy of the laparoscopic hernia surgery, because nowadays your laparoscopic hernia surgery are most likely to replace the open hernia surgery in the later part of our years, right? So that's why it's a very much important topic, and every year to some extent one question may be asked, mostly the image based question from this topic. Okay, so you guys need to understand this thoroughly. So let's start with the myopectineal orifice. So first of all, what is a myopectineal orifice? So this myopectineal orifice is a weak area that has been situated somewhere in the lower abdomen. Okay, now from this weak area, the direct inguinal hernia, indirect inguinal hernia and the femoral hernia, all these three hernias basically came through. So if we are going to take care of this orifice while doing a laparoscopic hernia surgery, we can take care of this all three hernias, right? So this is why this myopectineal orifice of Fruchaud is pretty much important as a part of the clinical significance, right? So you guys can able to see that there is an image that has been given, right? So let's try to understand what are the boundaries of this myopectineal orifice of Fruchaud. So let's try to see in this image, the superior boundary is basically formed by the, this is the internal oblique, okay. So this is the internal oblique and this is the transverse abdominis. And these two fibers, internal oblique and the transverse abdominis fiber, they will basically form an arch, right? So this arch is basically forming the superior boundary of the myopectineal orifice of Fruchaud. Okay, so the arch fiber. Then comes your inferior boundary. So the your inferior boundary is basically somewhere formed by the pectineal ligament, right? So you guys can able to understand. So this one, I'm trying to highlight this here. So this one is your inguinal ligament, right? So inguinal ligament basically pass somewhere through uh, from the middle of the myopectineal orifice of Fruchaud. It is not going to form any boundaries of this orifice. The inferior boundary, in fact, formed by the Cooper's ligament or the pectineal ligament, right? So this is the inferior boundary. Now your medial boundary, so your medial boundary is basically formed by the rectus abdominis. So you guys can able to understand it, this is the rectus abdominis muscle, right? So the rectus abdominis muscle and the lateral edge of this rectus abdominis muscle, I'm trying to highlight it here. So this is going to form the medial boundary here, right? Then your lateral boundary. So this one is your iliopsoas muscle, right? Iliopsoas muscle. So this iliopsoas muscle basically forms the lateral boundary of the myopectineal orifice. Okay. So I have already mentioned the significance, like the all groin hernias basically pass through it. So if you can take care of this, you are going to take care of all this hernia. Okay. So eventually what we do during the laparoscopic hernia surgery, we basically place a mesh, right? And obviously we try to cover all the four sides with a 5 centimeter overlapping. Okay. And we try to place the mesh in this myopectineal orifice, so that if only the patient came to me with a direct inguinal surgery, sorry, a direct inguinal hernia, so after doing the procedure, that we are able to take care of not only the direct inguinal hernia as well as the indirect inguinal hernia and the femoral hernia as well, right? So this is the importance. Now let's try to understand what is the triangle of doom. So we have two triangle in here, like the triangle of doom and the triangle of pain. Okay. Now the significance of this two thing is that while placing the mesh, we often use the tacker, right? Mesh tack or the tacker that is basically used to fix the mesh, right? So while placing this tack or the tacker, we would not like to injure any kind of neurovascular structure, because it will eventually give us some devastating result as well as severe postoperative pain as well. Okay, so just to avoid this devastating side effects, we do need to understand see, the importance of this two triangle. Okay, so let's start with the triangle of doom. You can see in this image, so the boundaries of the triangle of doom is basically the medial boundary formed by the vas deferens. So this one is basically your vas deferens. So this one is forming the medial boundary, and then comes the lateral boundary, which is the gonadal vessels in that case. Okay, so this is the gonadal vessels in that case. This is making the lateral boundary in that case. And now the posterior boundary, this is simply the peritoneal reflection. Okay, so the peritoneal reflection that has been formed after the peritoneal incision, that is the posterior boundary. Okay, now what you need to understand, what are the content, that is the important thing, right? So the content is basically your external iliac artery and the external iliac vein. So obviously you can understand, if we ever place mistakenly any mesh packer in that region, that will gonna result in a devastating manner, right? So it's a very life threatening as well. Or it's a not only placing the mesh, it's a careless dissection in this triangle of doom is also supposed to be not done in that areas, right? So this is the significance of the triangle of doom, and this is the important boundaries and the content. Let's try to understand the triangle of pain then. So the boundary of the triangle of pain is formed by the gonadal vessels, right? Gonadal vessels. So this is your gonadal vessels. Okay, so this gonadal vessels is basically forming the medial boundary, right? And the iliopubic tract. So this is the iliopubic tract, right? So this is the iliopubic tract, which is forming the lateral boundary, and the peritoneal reflection is there in the posterior surface. Now the content that you do need to understand, it basically associated with a femoral nerve, okay, and the a femoral branch of the genitofemoral nerve is the second one. Apart from that, the lateral femoral cutaneous nerve of thigh and the anterior femoral cutaneous nerve is there. So this four nerve basically the content of the triangle of pain. So in case we place a tacker in that triangle of pain area, that will eventually cause significant post-operative pain. Okay. So just to avoid that, we do need to understand, or we do need to have the good knowledge of this triangle of pain and the triangle of doom as well. Okay. Now let's come back to the question. Okay. Regarding the boundaries of the laparoscopic anatomy of the inguinal hernia, which of the following is a false statement? Please just try to answer that. Okay. So your option is saying that the medial boundary of the triangle of doom is basically formed by vas deferens. It is a true answer. Okay, it is a true statement. Then comes your lateral boundary of the triangle of pain is basically formed by the iliopubic tract. Yes, it is again the true statement. Option C, myopectineal orifice is basically bounded by the internal oblique and transverse abdominis superiorly. Yes, it's a arching fiber of this both two muscle basically form the superior boundary, right? Then comes your option D, which is the myopectineal orifice, which is bound the inferior, bounded by the iliopubic tract inferiorly. So this is the false statement, right? So your iliopubic tract basically runs through and through somewhere in the middle of the myopectineal orifice. The inferior boundary is basically formed by the pectineal ligament or the Cooper ligament, right? So this is your answer in this question. Okay.